Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. My face looks red in this camera. All the sunlight I've been getting. Hey, I wanted to do a review and give you some ideas that I got out of this book right here. Lights Out by Ted Koppel. A sister sent it to me. And basically, he talks about a cyber attack taking down the nation's electric grid for the most part, kind of like an EMP but done through computers, and what that would mean, how states in the nation are preparing or are unprepared for it, what some individuals are doing, and some comments like that. So, first, an overall view on the book. It's okay. It was a relatively fast read. We are unprepared for a cyber attack, according to him, and probably in reality. But I tell you, all the preparations that the government would make to, be ready for such a thing wouldn't be available to him, right? That would be classified. But we're probably in trouble if somebody takes out our lights via cybercomputer. And then he goes into steps that FEMA and Department of Homeland Security and county managers and stuff like that all recommend that one do, and how they see the problems of people. And I got to thinking about that in relation to our preparedness lifestyle and the things that I purport. And it seems like, according to this book, what the powers that be are really worried about, number one, is water. How do we get clean, potable water to the people? Number two is sanitation. How do we get enough water to the people to allow them to flush toilets? And they're focused on the population centers, right? Which is cities and suburbs and things like that. And then security is number three. And number four is food. How do we get food to the people? And so the plans and the lack of plans and yada, yada, yada on that. And I got to thinking, what do suburban people do? Store food, store water, but really it's hard to store enough water, right? You need to come up with a plan to get more and purify more. I suggest rainwater. I think that's a great start. To design a rain catchment system and catch rainwater so that you can get it, because you don't want to have to schlep on down to the local pond, full of chemicals and go through Sniper Alley, excuse me, to get your water. And then the other thing is, well, I'm coughing, is sanitation. I'm telling you, composting a bucket toilet will save you a lot of angst if all of a sudden nothing works. And you could do that simply by getting a couple 5-gallon cans, 5-gallon buckets, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, and buy a luggable Loo snap-on toilet lid and just use peat moss or sawdust, which you can buy now. You can buy cubes of peat moss at all your garden centers, and start with a layer of peat moss, do your business, cover it with another layer of peat moss. They'll save you a lot of angst if you need to do something like that. And security, we talk about that all the time. Water and food, talk about that pretty much, but I hadn't really hit sanitation. And I think, and then, of course, medical, your own medical needs, things like that. But yeah, just a quick book review, something for y'all to look at, look into, think about, and I'm interested in your comments. All right, I'll see you out there.